This is a test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Musica Franklin kids. This is Mr. M here. Today we're going to be reviewing the notes on the staff. So as you can see here, I have my staff right in front of me, and I'm going to go step by step with you in case you forget where the notes are, and we'll do this together. So I want you to follow along on my screen here. We're going to go with all the line notes first. So we'll do this note, this note, this note, this note, and this note. Take a moment to figure out the names of these notes. I'll give you a few seconds to try figuring it out. All right, so remember the phrase that we talked about, every girl born deserves freedom? You could also say the words, every growing boy deserves French fries. I like French fries. Or just to make it simple, we'll just do fries. So do you remember these two phrases over here? Well, this is exactly how we teach note reading at Musica Franklin. So this is our E for every. This is our G for growing or girl. This is our B. This is our D. And lastly, this is our F. So that is an easy way for us to remember what the line notes are on the staff. Another really cool tip that we just explored at Musica Franklin is this clef. Take a moment to remember what this clef is. Do you know what this clef is? It is called a treble clef, but there's also another way to say this, and that is called G clef. The reason why we call it a G clef is because the treble clef, when we draw it this way, we draw it that way, we start from the note G, which is right over here on the left side. So if you ever get confused, or if you ever forget this phrase over here, every girl born deserves freedom, or every growing boy deserves French fries, then you could always rely on this G right over here to kind of help guide you to where the notes are. So again, this note over here is a G, and this confirms that every girl or every growing, this is our G note. So that makes a whole lot more sense. Great. So I'm going to clear all of these drawings here. And I'm going to go back to my mouse over here so I can put some more exercises for you. So in between all these line notes, what we call the space notes at Musica Franklin, also have names. There's a specific word that helps us remember what the phrase or what the notes are. Can you guess what they are? I'll give you a moment. So this is one note, this is another note, and this is our last note. And again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out what the space notes are and what the names of them are. So let's maybe go step by step with the line notes. So we know that this is every, this is G, this is B, this is D, and this is F. And of course, I'm drawing or I'm marking the notes with this little red dot over here. Now, if we know if this red dot is E, if we know that this red dot is G, this is a B, then a D, then an F on the red dots, I'm just talking about the red dots, then we have to figure out what the notes are in between those. So let's fill in the blank. We'll go F, E, F, because we're going in the alphabet. Great. Then we have G, which is our next note. And then something goes on here, because normally in the alphabet, we would go to H, but in this case, in the musical alphabet, what letter do we go back to? And I'll have you take a moment to try to figure that out. And if you said the letter A, then you are correct, because we have E, F, G, and then we go back to A. Then we go to B, which is our next dot on the line. And then if you know what comes after B, then it's obviously C. D. So we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and then what is in between D and F? It's the letter E. Very good. So we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. These are actually all the notes on the staff, from the bottom line to the top line. So let's go ahead and erase all of this. And B, let's just talk about the phrase or the word that we have to remember the space notes. So we have the first one, which is F. The next one is A. The second to last one is C. And then finally, the last one, can you guess it? It's E. So we have the word face. It's kind of funny. And we use this word face to identify the space notes from the bottom. This is a second space, this is another space, and then the last space on the top. Good. So let's review. We're going to start over here. Go each note step by step. As an exercise, can you try starting on this note and see if you can fill in the blank for all of these 8 notes, from this note to this note. I'll give you a minute to try to figure that out, and we'll explore this together. If you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video. All right, so now that we have gone through our notes from the previous 2 exercises, let's review and fill in the blank. This is our E. This is our F, G, and then again, in the musical alphabet, we go back to the letter A. We go to B, then we go to C, D, and then last but not least, we go to E. So there you have it. Those are some of the ways where you can learn how to play music and also learn how to read music. This is one way to kind of help you out in this sense. So as long as you remember let's just for the record, girl born deserves freedom, and face, then you will really have an easy time of learning all the music, because once you know this, it doesn't get any harder. Thanks again for watching this video on note reading with Musica Franklin. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button to support our YouTube channel. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.